Hey everybody. Y'all know it's been a long time. I can't even get my intro together. I'm like, why does it keep cutting? I just turned it off. I can't get it together. But how's everybody doing? Welcome to Stella. And of course, I have a small glass, a little mini glass of Stella Rosa because it's Monday. It's the beginning of the work week. I can't cut up for too long because I have another panel to do tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. If you all watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, I will be over on Kamisha Reviews with the crew. Hey, doing Real Housewives of Atlanta. But you all know I had a big announcement, and if you can't already see, this is the class I was participating in. I couldn't really I could not tell y'all what I was doing. You know, it's very secretive. It's a process, and I can't really get into it. But I became a member of the Great Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated yesterday. It was just yesterday. And that's why I've been so busy. We've been doing classes and all kinds of stuff every day of the week. It was an amazing process. I'm with an amazing group of ladies, and I'm just really excited for this next chapter and see where this goes. But now that classes are over and I'm in, I can go back to being Angie. I can go back to sipping my Stella Rosa. Reviews will be caught up this week, but then they will be back at the regularly scheduled time. Like Ostella will probably go back to Thursday night because as much as I like weekend shows, you know your girl don't take no notes. So I done already forgot about half of the stuff. I know I gotta read down Tori and Jordan, but I really gotta put my thinking cap on for Survivor. Thank you, Dr. Ivy. I really missed y'all. Eric, Dan, Marlon, Eric, Dejan. It's been so much. I really miss talking on YouTube. Again, I'll be on the panel with Kamisha tonight for Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I do kind of have to eyeball the time. I can't talk for 2 hours tonight, but we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. I know I had a huge story to tell. This is the story. I just wanted you all to know why I took so much time away from YouTube. This is the story. It's not really too much I can tell about it, but just your girl is in there. Your girl is in there. And it means so much to me. My mother's a Zeta. My sister is a Zeta. I can't even count on all my fingers how many cousins I have that are Zetas. And it was finally a time where I could do it. I'm an empty nester. My son was away at college. So I had the time to do it, and it means so much to me. My mother and father, everybody was here over the weekend. So I had a really, really busy weekend, a house full of people. That's why I had to push old Stella to today. But now prepare for regular Angie to be back. You already see I'm back to cutting up on Twitter. I'm back to posting on social media. So regular Angie is back. So I can't wait for us to have a good time. Dabu, you said what you reading Jordan for? No, ma'am. We gonna get to it. Cause I have words. I haven't forgot what I had to say to Jordan and Tori. It was too much to tweet. I have words. But let's talk about Survivor first, because I don't have too many words about Survivor. My main thing with Survivor, Franny went home. I remember that. My main thing with Survivor is why not Danny? Why is Danny's head not on this chopping block? Now, yes, now Franny, you had to go. But they could have got rid of Franny next week. This was the week to get rid of Danny. This was the week to get, for me, this was the week to get rid of Danny. Now, Franny, you a competition beast. You a competition beast, Franny. Hey, Glenda. But your issue is you win stuff where you don't need to. Like that very first balance beam win, when you saw your lover friend Boo Matt was in danger and it was already up to you and Brandon and you was gonna have immunity, period. You should have fell off that balance beam so your boo Matt would be safe and you would also be safe. You had to win that. And I understand when food on the line, and sometimes, I know how I get when I ain't ate all day. So I can't imagine how people feel when they haven't ate in days, plural. So I get it. The next week you want immunity, and then last week you found the need to win the reward, and then in immunity, didn't she come in second? You almost won immunity again. Like Franny, some of those you should have lost that one for Matt. You should have definitely lost the reward. Hey Vita, I know that what was on the line. Taco Tuesday. I don't know I done forgot what they ate. But and then it was the notes from home. Look. And it could just be me. It could just be me. I'm not that emotional of a person. Like, I do have emotions. I'm not one of those stagnant people that don't feel anything. But when it comes to $1 million, and I know I'm gonna see my family, it ain't like y'all been gone for 2 years. Y'all been gone for 10 days, 15 days. You're only doing 26 days. I could talk to them when I get home. It's $1 million on the line. Franny should have threw that reward and then crossed her fingers that somebody brought her along. And if not, hell, you got rice. You still got the rice. You win too much, so you made your threat level way too high, Franny. And then people already know, okay, you a comp beast, and you already got 1 vote guaranteed on the jury. You got to go sit on the jury with Matt. You got to sit over there with him, Franny, and you had to go home. But what got me, what got me was Jamie. Jamie. Number one, your idol was fake, and she couldn't. All the stories they told about the bird cage having 2 idols in there and one of them being fake. I'm like, Jamie, maybe it hasn't crossed, that story hasn't crossed Jamie, and she hasn't put 1 and 2 together like Matt put 1 and 2 together. But the idol was fake. The fake idol went home with Kane. Now, if we were sitting out there, let's put our if we were out there hats on. If we were out there and we thought we had a real idol, and the idol went home the week before, because we've already seen the Ask Me idol play horribly for about 2 or 3 seasons. I'm so happy that Ask Me idol ain't back in the game. Please don't ever bring that back. But you get scared and you trade. I don't care how many times I see the Ask Me idol. See, that's the problem when you start telling people what you got. See, you saw Heidi and Carolyn and start switching idols, because that's the whole point of an idol. Can't nobody ask you for nothing if you don't tell them you got nothing. But anyway, all that to the back. Would you all, and say your idol went home, would you feel the need to come clean and be like, Kane went home with my idol, y'all. Don't vote for me. Or would you still be like, I still have an idol as a bluff? That idol was nothing but a bluff anyway, Jamie, because it was fake. But only we at home know this. But would you all tell everybody about Kane going home with your fake idol? Or would you pretend like you still had it and like, well, I'm using that tribal council, I don't know what y'all gonna do? I feel like I would have still been bluffing. I would have bluffed it out to the end, because Jamie, you almost went home because of this story. Nobody believed it because it's too crazy. Like, yeah, we getting ready to vote for you, but I ain't a threat no more, y'all, because Kane got my idol. I don't know. I was with them. I wasn't believing it. And Carolyn was the main one. She was like, no, ma'am. You sound like a fool out here telling me you gave Kane an idol. And the best part of the episode, can we check the fantasy draft at the end too? Yes, we're gonna check, because I haven't even looked at the fantasy draft for the challenge. So we will check it, because I don't even know where I'm at. It was a busy weekend. It was a busy weekend. But anyway, I forgot my thought. But oh, when Jamie told the story at tribal council, and she was like, and Kane went home with my idol, everybody looked at Kane, and Kane had the most serious poker face. Like his face was damn near saying, bitch, you ain't give me no idol. Ooh, I'm trying not to curse. But anyway, Kane had me cracking up because he was looking like he was really looking like, girl, you ain't give me nothing. Like he wasn't even trying to throw Jamie a bone. And you knew Jamie and Lauren didn't vote for you. So I felt like production must have told them like no matter, and production couldn't have said that, because we've seen too many juries in the past react to things that's being said at tribal council. So he could have reacted and be like, yeah, he could have did, even if he didn't outright yell out, yeah, she did, he could have gave some kind of reaction that would have been like, yeah, I got it. But or he could have pulled out his pocket for all I know. But it just maybe he was still salty because he was the last one voted out and it was fresh. I actually can see why she told people, but she shouldn't have told everyone multiple times, because it makes you it makes you look suspicious. Yes, I agree. I wouldn't have told though. I mean, yeah, because Lauren gave her the extra vote. So she could have been like, yeah, and I use Lauren's extra vote, but they still not gonna believe you because Jamie, you still the one telling it. Evita, you agree? It's a month. I wouldn't be crying over no letter from. I'll see y'all when I get back with the money. Right. I don't know how. I mean, I guess I know how that feels because I went away to college, and I went far away to college. I was in Alabama, and of course, my family is in Illinois. So that's a 10-hour drive. So I couldn't just hop home and come home and see my family when I wanted. Like I used to see my family twice a year, Christmas and summer break. That was it. And I wasn't crying. I don't know. I feel like I could do 30 days and not cry over a letter from home. But then they also robbing you of all your comforts. Like in college, you still had a cafeteria, you still could eat, you still got a bed, you still got electricity. I don't know. But Evita, me and you just might be some non-emotional people. I'll be happy. Let's move on. Now back to my original point. Why not Danny? Y'all started off with Jamie. Then you went to Franny. No, you started off with Franny. Then you went to Jamie. Then somehow Franny got word of what was going down. Oh no, because Danny, I don't understand why Danny wasn't the target. Danny said some of the most disrespectful stuff in the game of Survivor that you could say to your ally, and still nobody said, why not Danny? They was like, oh, well, let's just vote Heidi. When Heidi was telling you the truth. Danny gonna walk up to Heidi and be like, look, the vote tonight, Franny, and I really don't care who you want to vote for because I don't even need you. I don't even need you to get Franny out. So who you gonna vote for? Franny tells this to Carolyn, and Heidi tells, I forget the order because it's been almost damn near a week. But anyway, it gets back to Carolyn, and Franny thinking about, well, let's just vote out Heidi. He don't need Heidi for a vote, no way. But Carolyn is thinking like, he wouldn't say that to Heidi unless he had Carson and Yam, whatever his name is. And I'm like, yeah, that's some disrespect. Because you ain't going to walk up to me as an ally talking about, I don't even need your vote, but you still my number one. Well, how am I your number one and you don't even need my vote? You don't even need my input. We ain't even making this decision together. If I was Heidi, I would have quickly said, Danny has to go. We can always get Franny next time, but Danny has to go. He just told you point blank, period. He running the game. He just said point blank, period. I'm running the game and I don't even need none of y'all votes to run this game. I'm winning this. And Franny going home. And like idiots, y'all still voted Franny out. Like idiots. Because when it comes down, if Danny is sitting on the jury, Heidi gonna back him or Franny gonna back him up because they're gonna be like, yeah, he said he didn't even need y'all votes. So he's running the game. And it's easy to say, oh, Danny can go. And it's hard to say, like, because really, Franny could win out. Danny could win out. I feel like this is why Kane shouldn't have went home last week. I still don't understand why Kane went home over. They didn't really explain it, or maybe I forgot. But this is why Kane was damn near your number one outside of Carolyn and Jam Jam. You still had Kane as a ride or die from when y'all did that tribe swap. So I don't understand why Carson felt the need to get rid of Kane. Hey, Davion. That was strange to me because once you get rid of Kane, it ain't gonna be a puzzle every week, Carson. Because that's what it was. Danny was inchworming over them sand dunes, and he was inchworming through that sand. He left y'all in the dust. He's clearly the most physically strong person out there. He even left Franny in the dust. Franny and Carson just caught up on the puzzle, and Carson whooped their ass with it. Let me put this Stella down because I'm not supposed to be cursing. I'm gonna curse for the challenge, but good luck. I mean, good luck. Every week I'm like, Tika, I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all gonna have to idle Danny out. Like Heidi and what's her name? Carolyn gonna have to idle Danny out some kind of way. Please don't put no more idols in the game because I promise you, if 1 week Danny get a magical idol on a paper plate sitting out in the middle of the jungle somewhere, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. But either way, Franny still had to go, so I'm not too mad at that move of getting Franny out. But Danny would have been the one for me. You're not going to walk up to me and tell me you don't even need my vote. The disrespect. How many are left in Survivor? We have 3 purples, 2 and 2, so that's 7. 3 purples, 2 oranges, and 2 greens left. So it really depends how they want to play this because Tika used to be the swing, but now Tika is in the majority because it's 3 of them left. And it could be a good week for them to be like, look, we ain't got time to be trying to beat Carson in no puzzle. Carson could be up for it next week. And now Carolyn is pissed. So Carolyn doesn't even care about Tika no more because y'all blindsided her and got her girl Franny out. And I would have let Franny still had to go. I still would have let Franny float another week and I would have tried to get Danny out. That's just me. That could just be because I don't like her. But I mean, Danny, I don't like him. But Lauren and Jamie, I feel like they're now the swing. And Carolyn is pissed. So are Lauren and Jamie now going to hook up with Heidi and Danny and try to go after Carolyn, Carson, and Jam Jam? I just feel like the Franny move caused more confusion where if you would have just got out Danny, you would have still had harmony amongst your numbers. It was a bad move for me. A bad move for me. Carolyn might use her idol to get Danny out. I just feel like in order for them to get Danny out, they have to know. Because see, nobody has an inkling. Like, it's kind of like They think Tika's like nobody ever opened that bird cage at Tika. Like it's only a few of y'all left. Somebody had it's like the Tika idol is just a mystery. But anyway, so nobody knows about Carolyn or Heidi's idol. So I feel like Carolyn, I don't think Heidi probably is stuck with Danny now, but Carolyn would have to know I'm the vote and play that. I guess I'm going home then. I mean, you might as well vote for me. I'm going home. And then bam, she be the only vote for Danny, play her idol and get him the deuces. I'm telling you, that's a game winning move for me. That's the game winning move for me. Be the only one to vote Danny ass out, give him the deuces, and then Carolyn start winning immunity. I'm telling you, I want Carolyn to win so bad. And it's so strange because I didn't see it for Carolyn at the beginning of this. I hope so, Glenda. That would basically, yep, that would win her the game. Yep. I don't think Heidi would do it. Heidi doesn't have anybody left. I don't understand why Heidi let go of Franny. Heidi isn't close. Like Franny could have let go of Heidi and Danny and joined up with Tika, but I don't think Heidi has that closeness with Carolyn, and Carolyn is pissed at everybody. She ain't really trying to be anyone's friend. I don't think Heidi would do it, but we'll see. We'll see. They think the girl that left took the Tika idol. Oh, she had that heritage thing. I forgot her name. See, it's been too long. I done already forgot your name, girl. I done already forgot your name. Hey, Kamisha. Let's scroll up at the rest, and then we gonna get into. I miss y'all too. I can't wait to see you at 8. I already told everybody at the beginning to come on over. The panel is gonna be over at 8 on your channel for, and you know I got a lot to. Oh, I can't wait to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, I think I read everybody's comments. Okay, we good to go. Okay, well, let's switch over to the show. I really have a few words about, and that is the World Championship. Let me say this first about the challenge over here on Amazon Prime, or is it Paramount Plus? One of them. Yes, the Fast Forward Queen. I wanted to fast forward so much through this challenge episode. Let me say this. I'm so happy next week is they wrapping it up. Let's go ahead and wrap this up because I'm so over the way this season shook out. I'm so over the way they had me looking forward to watching all of these different countries compete, get to know all of these new people, play the game, just for it to come back and be the Jordan and Tori show. I'm over it. Over it. That was the best part of the episode when the preview came on and TJ was like, let's go ahead and start this funnel right now. I was like, thank you. Because I can't watch too many more episodes of this. Like, yes, let's go ahead and speed up this final. The whole thing could be over next week for me. And let me tell you something else, since everybody has already watched. This is what sucks about a super trailer. Yes, we want to know, little clips, a little bit of spice of what's going on in the season. But every time KC has took her ass into elimination, it's a want for me because I'm like, KC wins because we know KC and Emily have a hall brawl to do. We know this. So every time KC gets voted in, I'm like, okay, let's fast forward because we know she's going to win. So now it's like we know next week is the episode before the final. So it's like, damn, we know it's going to be. Let's just go ahead and talk about it. Let's get into it because I'm pissed. I done got mad thinking about the show. We get into the episode, all the bullshit that went on last week. Okay, clean slate. Apparently, some kind of deal was made that if Danny and Sarah vote for Kellyanne and Tristan this week, they will agree to vote for Emily and Yes the current week. And they really hoping and praying to the good Lord that Emily and Yes could win the daily so they don't have to vote them in. But why y'all give a damn? See, I done got mad. And why do y'all care so much about voting Emily and Yes in? It's only so many people left to vote for. So y'all rather Emily and Yes win so you don't have to vote them in so y'all could be idiots and vote yourselves in. It make it make sense. Lord have mercy, make it make sense. But anyway, so that's the beginning of the episode. Oh, we hope Emily and Yes win. We don't have to vote them in. We made this deal. Dumb deal. Dumb deal. The deal that Emily and Yes made this week is even dumber. But let's get into the challenge. Bam. It's a swimming challenge. Emily winning is, even if she got a stroke, Yes, as a heavyweight on the back of her back, she gonna swim through the water. Now, the way it was set up, it looked like Jordan and Cass would have won. But Jordan, being the arrogant asshole he is, you know, he might have a little bit of touch of color blindness because he can't tell the difference between blue and purple. And he brought one of Darrell puzzle pieces back. And then he had the nerve, like Danny, to come up to Darrell talking about, I went ahead and got one of your blue pieces, go ahead and grab one of my purples. And I'm like, Darrell, you got me effed up. You think I'm about to thank you for the puzzle piece? That's about it. But even though Jordan and Cass had to do an extra lap, they still came up to the platform, 30, 40 seconds after Emily and Yes. Like they were right there, and they actually lost the episode by like a millisecond. Because Emily and Yes was like check, and Jordan and Cass was like check, like a millisecond. A millisecond, and they had the same answer, 16. Now, you know, your girl is good at the math. I'm good at a good math equation. But all them counting them triangles, my ass, I ain't got time. I ain't see 16 triangles. I saw 2 or 3. I ain't had time to be counting all them triangles. That stuff is hard to me. And you can't tell me, I don't care what nobody say. You can't tell me Jordan and them ain't tell Tori and Danny the answer. You can't tell me. You only saw 14. I only saw how many puzzle pieces was it? 6. I saw 7. Those 6 puzzle pieces in the one big triangle. I ain't got time to be counting all them little triangles. But I was happy Emily and Yes won. I'm cool with them. I saw a couple more, Glenda. I saw all the puzzle pieces and then I saw the big triangle, but that's all I saw. They pulled that stuff on Survivor another year, and Survivor only give you one chance, which is even more messed up. Because I only got one chance to count all. And Survivor, what they had like 60 something, a mess. But it was a cute little challenge. What I like about this challenge, everyone started at the same time, so it was a clear winner. We didn't have to rely on production in the back to count the seconds and the milliseconds correctly. We could see with our own 2 eyes who won and who lost. Though I think everybody told Tori and Danny how many triangles, because they only guessed one time. I mean, but it's editing. We don't know how many times they guessed. We don't know. But anyway, this one I'm about to cuss Jordan and Tori out. Let's start with Tori because I dislike her the least. Tori is walking around the house saying, you know what? Danny ain't even have to prove himself on the Challenge USA. He did the whole season and won and had to do nan elimination. And I ain't really did too much, you know, talking that bullshit that people. Here I go cursing again. Angie, be nice. Talking that BS that, you know, I haven't even done anything for the Alliance. The Alliance has had my back all season. I feel like I haven't done my part, and I feel like me and Danny should volunteer and go in because Jordan has done so much to help me, and I just want to go in and prove myself, and I'm gonna make sure Danny prove himself too. I'm like, bitch, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you seriously letting these words come out of your mouth? You, Tori, the one who's scared of every elimination. You only want to go in elimination when the easiest part, because I remember them skulls when the easiest girl go in, or you only want to go in elimination. Oh, Jenna want to quit. Oh, I'll put me in against Jenna because she want to go home anyway. You, Tori, you really want to prove yourself? Since when? You still haven't proven yourself to me. Now, I'm only Angie out here in Memphis, Tennessee, but I'm still somebody. And you ain't even proved yourself to me, ma'am. Because if you ask me, last season was set up for you to win, and you're doing everything this season to repay the people that probably got paid a Q coin from MTV to let you have your championship title. And the only reason you had it is because it was a puzzle heavy season and you suck at puzzle, but your new best friend is the puzzle master. Now, that's just how I feel about it. Now, I ain't taking nothing away from your competitive nature because I do think you're a good competitor, but you haven't proven anything to me. I would love for you to come back on an individual season and let me see what you could do by yourself. Let me see how much you want to prove yourself on an individual season. Because I thought the point of the challenge was not to go into elimination. The point of having a good alliance and having all these friendships that you work so hard to maintain and build up is so people can have your back so you don't have to go into elimination. But now all of a sudden, because your ex-fiance, who I have with my own two eyes seen you sleep with at least 3 people since he became your ex-fiance, you so caught up in the emotions. You wasn't caught up when you was laying up under Kels or up under the little Fabio guy or up under another black man whose name I can't remember. But you wasn't that caught up on Jordan's emotions back then when he wasn't on the season. But now all of a sudden, Jordan in your face, and you done took a couple of little pills. Now you feel the need to volunteer yourself and Danny into elimination. What Kiki have to say about this? Because I ain't checked Twitter yet. I know Kiki was reading. But I ain't going to give you nothing else, Tori. That was enough. And Fessy, I couldn't remember everybody's name, Glenda. I couldn't remember everybody's name because it was so many. But you know what? I'm a sex positive girl. Sleep with who you want to sleep with, but don't get on my TV crying about your ex fiance when you done everything that an ex is supposed to do. But now we supposed to respect your relationship. You was a whole the very next season later. Matter of fact, they say Fessy the reason why he your ex fiance, but you want me to sit up and feel bad and help and go into elimination to help save your ex fiance? I don't think so. Okay, I gave Tori what she needed. Let's move over to Jordan, because see, this is the Jordan I don't like. This is the Jordan who continuously shows us he doesn't respect women. He's disrespectful. You sitting up here talking to your partner like she ain't shit, when if it wasn't for Kaz, you wouldn't have no show to be on. This is the world championship. This is the world championship. If it was not for Kaz competing in the UK, which is a part of the world, you wouldn't have no show to be on. And this is why I'm pissed. The so-called MTV vets or whatever they want to call them. I said Kels, but I know it was another black man too. But I forgot his name. It was enough. I said enough. I ain't gonna give Tori too much more. Let's read Jordan down real quick. You wouldn't have no show to be on. Matter of fact, if it wasn't for a black woman accepting your apology and also wanting to get back into the good graces of MTV, you wouldn't even be here today. But you feel so entitled Like talking to Cass like she ain't shit. Just sit back and we going in elimination. I don't care what you think. You ain't got no say, and I ain't even talking to you no more because you ain't saying nothing smart. I care so much about Tori, and she cheated on me, and I hurt her mental health and all this other bullshit. But you know what? I don't care what we've been through, all that toxic stuff. I don't want her to go elimination. It would have been my ass to kiss. He would have had my see, they ain't got the right females on these shows to cuss these men out. This is why they need to bring Cam back. They need to bring Amanda back. What's her name? Not Gina Marie. I think her name is just Marie. Or is it Anne Marie? But y'all know who I'm talking. The Jimmys, the Veronicas. I said Cam. Who else? Ashley Mitchell. They don't have the right women on these shows to cuss these men out because see, Cam would have checked all of them real quick. Matter of fact, they wouldn't even have brought that bullshit to Cam because see, they already knew. They would have already known. Can we get some stronger backbone women on these shows? Because it seems like we're regressing back to when the men are telling the women to just look pretty and shut up and look cute. And I don't like that type of challenge. How the hell you gonna say it ain't no partnership? I'm saving my ex-fiance, we going in. You ain't got no say in it. What you mean she ain't got no say in it? She the one who picked you. She the one who won her season to have an opportunity to be here. It's called they should have had some kind of rule in this that the tiebreaker goes to the MVPs. Because to me, it's their show. I tuned in to Amazon Prime to see new people play the game, not to see them get manipulated by people over there on MTV. We could have just looked at MTV. This could have been season 39, and we could hurry up and get MTV canceled after 40. It should have been some kind of rule. Like, if the partnerships can't agree, we doing whatever the MVPs say. Like, it could have been like that season of Big Brother. I know eventually that season the coaches turned into players, but it should have started where your partner is like your coach. They give you advice on how to vote and things like that, but the ultimate decision should be the MVPs. That way people like Sarah and Danny could have told their partners to kiss their ass. I'm sorry, my lips felt ashy. But anyway, we get to the elimination. And of course, no, before we get to the elimination, let's talk about the dumb deal that Yes and Emily made with Jazz, whatever their name is, Jordan and Cass. Whatever. So apparently, if Yes and Emily don't pick Jordan and Cass for elimination, next week, Jordan and Cass will refuse to win the challenge. Or will they refuse? Like, did they agree to lose, like to be automatically go to elimination, lose, or just refuse not to win? Like, if it's first and second between us, we get the win again. Like, whatever it is, it's a dumb deal because you're relying on someone who you're not friends with. Yes, you do not know Jordan like that. Have they ever even played together? I don't think so. But no, because you weren't on the same season as Jordan over there on All Stars. Why would you trust someone who you have no relationship with to say, "Hey, y'all win next week. We're gonna sit down in the corner and just go." It makes no sense. That's the kind of deals where people will say anything to you just to get their way, and the next week they just gonna be like, "We playing for $1 million. We was lying." And I wouldn't even be mad at them for lying. Because they playing for $1 million and y'all was dumb enough to believe they lie. And we already know it has to be some kind of lie, because how else does Emily get into elimination against Casey? And I have a very the only way I see this hall brawl going in Emily and Yes's favor is if Yes has to go against Troy twice. Like it's a yes versus Troy tiebreaker because Emily losing against KC. It's no way KC doesn't win a football challenge and she's a football player. Swimming ain't football. I used to swim. I was on the swim team in high school. Swimming ain't football. You can do your thing in the water, but when it come on to putting them pads on KC's shoulders and getting low and hitting a hit, oh, Emily, you're going to fall back. I expect to see some good contact next week. So unless the men are the tiebreakers, I expect to see Emily and Yes on the plane back home. I don't even expect to see them in the final. But we shall see. We don't know who wins. I ain't telling no spoiler. I'm just giving, hey, Andrew, I'm just giving my prediction of how I think it's going to go down next week. That Stella Rosa be good. But anyway, what happens after this? Okay, so who go to elimination? Kiki and Darrell, because they lost. And they go up against Troy and Casey. I don't even care about them flying through the walls, doing math problems. I don't care about none of that because I already knew Casey and Troy were winning. I didn't even have to watch the elimination. Casey and Troy won. We saw the super trailer. They're wrapping this up. Great. And that's it. I guess we can look at our fantasy teams now. Let me pull this over to the side. And we can look at our fantasy teams. And Lord, let's see. Kiki and Darrell were not on my team. Wait, damn it. I did have Kiki. Damn it. Let's see where we are. I'm mad. I forgot I had Kiki. Oh, they were. Oh, okay. Were they friends, Dabu? Were they friends on the All-Stars 3? Yes was on All-Stars 3? He was, because he got eliminated by Wes. Did he? I don't forget. I didn't already forgot all of this. I might have to go watch All-Stars. I want to watch the All-Stars. I believe that was 2 with Ayana and Tech. I want to watch that again. Tech is going to be on that show, The GOAT. I don't know if it was Dabu or Dejan. Somebody sent me the article for The GOAT, and I was busy. But I do plan on going over that because I want to dig into that cast, and we watching and reviewing. We are watching and reviewing The GOAT. I haven't seen anything. Oh, they weren't? I don't remember. But I do want to watch the season that Ayana and Tech were on. While Ayana was like, I ate your salad and it was good. I want to rewatch that season. But I don't care who. I don't care. I don't care if they could have been best friends on All Stars 3. I wouldn't have made the deal. But let's see. Where are we going? Where are we looking at? Okay, let me share my screen. I hope the click is, I hope we still in the top 3. Because I know some of us were in the top 3. It wasn't me. But I hope some of us are in the top 3. Let's see. Okay. Oh, we are no longer in the top 3. That sucks. Let's see who took over. James R. Let's see what he did. He had Emily. Emily just had a big week, so that was a lot of points. Jordan and Kaz, I guess they came in second. I think you get points for being second. Casey and Troy are killing the eliminations. And yes, so you had Emily. He had Emily, and yes, so that was a good jump. He has a lot of good people, but he about to lose half of his team with this hall brawl next week. So it's still, I'm saying that to say there's still an opportunity for people to gain traction. But let's see where we are. So we're out of the top 3. Dabu, you're down to 6. But what happened to Dan? Like, Dan was the one who was wet. Oh, no. Dan, you went all the way to 13. What happened? You lost Kiki. I did too. You lost Tristan. You lost Justine. Theo and Sarah are the biggest disappointments this season because they're just there. They're there. They're giving us a little bit of screen time, but they aren't winning dailies and making decisions. They aren't even going into elimination, winning eliminations. Like Theo and Sarah is probably why my team is sucking. They aren't doing anything. Okay, I mean, I don't know, Dan. I think you might lose, yes, but Theo has a good chance in the final. I'm kind of with y'all. I can see Kaz and Jordan winning this final if they're still there. But let's see, because a couple of people jumped you. Dabu was in sixth. That's pretty good, Dabu. Save the Palace. I do love Save the Palace. You got your whole team is still here. That's nice of you. I'm scared to see where I am. I think this is a really strong team. If you had Kaz, this could probably be a winning team because I think everybody on here outside of Emily makes the final. Everybody on here outside of Emily makes the final. So I expect Dabu to have a big jump next week. I like this name, Pussy Chicken Level 3. It's so many Michelles. I never know which one is the Michelle in our group. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is one of my teams number 18? One of my teams is number 18. Look, I might mess around and win this if y'all let me. Let's see who I got. I still got Jordan and Kaz. They're making the final. I believe KC is going to make a final. I believe everybody left on this team makes the final. And if Jordan and Kaz win this, I could come back. I could come back and win this whole thing. Maybe. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. But hey, this team right here looks pretty good. Because I don't think this team will lose another person. Let's see where my other team is. I have one more team. So, Dejan is at 20. We still doing good. You lost Kiki. You might lose Troy. This is a good team too. You still have Jordan. I think Jordan will win next week and throw Emily and Yes in. I think that's what's going to happen. That's my prediction. These are all predictions. I'm not telling spoilers. I don't know. I'm just seeing what I think. Where's my other team? My other team sucks. Because it's way at the bottom. Hey, Stormy. Stormy's at 26. Qua, you went up because Qua was in the 30s. Here I am, number 32. Let's see. I bet you because Kiki lost. Kiki went home. Bananas is gone. Theo and Sarah are just there. They ain't really making no points. Jordan and Tori. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm cheating. I'm not cheating. I had the Kiss My Cheeks team first before I brought it over to the show because I just kind of was testing it out. And then when I came to the show and said, let's create fantasy teams together, that's when I did Kiss My Theo. So I guess Kiss My Theo is the one that we kind of did together. But I'm claiming both of them. A win is a win. Isn't that what they say? A win is a win. But when we do when we do All Stars 4 and all of our other fantasy drafts, I will only have one team. I'm not going to have multiple teams. But hey, the other team is doing better than Kiss My Theo. I blame Sarah for Theo being boring as hell. I want him alone for 39. I agree. I want everyone alone. I don't like these teams. I don't like the dynamics of the teams. I want individual games. Oh, a spoiler. Okay, I'm going to come back then. I'm going to roll up through the comments because I want to see what people have to say about the challenge. And then I'm going to end this because I have to go downstairs and cook dinner real quick. My son is home from college. Yay. But that's, now people really want to eat. I have to put my mom hat back on Well, I'm used to me and my husband, we fend for ourselves. But he grown. Hopefully he'll be working by next week. And you know. Okay, let's see where I started. Outside of swimming, Emily and ooh. I didn't expect to click on the fire first. Like, ooh. I like Emily though. I think Emily would have benefited from an individual game. Danny told Tori I should have lost, but was given the answer. What? Okay, Danny and Tori should have lost, but I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I need to get back together with Drew now that I have time on my schedule. Cause I knew that. I knew they had to been told the answer. Yep, I ain't see all them triangles. According to Emily, Emily was trying to help Sarah, but production threatened to take away her win if she did. But she said Jordan was still giving answers to Tori. That's because Jordan and Tori are production favorites. They love Jordan and Tori. They don't care nothing about Emily. They did. See, I missed all the tea in the chat. Sometimes when I'm talking about the challenge and I get to reading, I can't focus on the comments. But like Survivor, if I'm not reading, I could kind of see what everybody's saying. But I knew it. I knew it the whole time. They did tell them the answers, and they said the answer was given to Sarah and Theo too. I believe it because how the winners of the challenge take all their chances, but everybody else then guessed it on their first chance. They should have had it once you got your answer right. You had to go all the way to a separate tent. That way, you don't have that confusion because you all the way over there to the left. Tori on that bullshit. Glad Danny told her hell no. I know that's right. Because you just ain't gonna volunteer me to go elimination. You can go down all you want to. Matter of fact, since you and Jordan want to go in elimination, why don't you and Jordan go be partners and let me and Cass be partners? Since y'all want to volunteer to go home so bad, y'all can go home together. That's what I would have told them. You dislike Tori the least. Do I dislike Tori the least? They're about equal because I am a redemption type of person. I don't hold grudges. Like I could hold a grudge if you never show remorse or if I just feel like you're a trash person, I could hold a grudge. But I kind of like Jordan. And some people have asshole-ish ways and they don't really bother me. I'm not easily offended. But when Jordan came back and he was helping Nia, and I was like, oh, well, Nia forgave him shit. He the one who, was making the noises. Wasn't he making monkey noises at Nia? He was doing something with Nia. And I was just like, hell, if Nia forgave him, what I'm mad for? And I kind of liked the softer side of Jordan. But once him and Tori got back together, it's just been bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. It is like, this is the Jordan people don't like. And Jordan is kind of showing people are changed to get back on, but he hasn't changed at his core. Because the way he talked to Kaz, it was more, I don't respect women Jordan that came back out. And I didn't like that. But they equal to me. I ain't gonna put one in front of the other. But at least Jordan had I said what I said. Tori was in that fake cry. I just feel like we haven't earned our spot. At least Jordan was like, I'm saving Tori. We going in. Like, miss me with the bullshit. Say what it is. It is what it is. I ain't gonna lie, but if D was still playing the challenge, Jordan and Tori would have been running the game. If D was still playing, they wouldn't be. D, Ninja D. Oh, you talking about D who got voted in by the man who she smashed and he was like she could still go in. D was running the game? No, I don't think so. D is just as cuckoo for a man as Tori is. Just as cuckoo. D made good television, and I'm really one. I feel like D deserves a second chance because if you can give Jordan and everybody else a second chance, D deserves a check second chance. Let her come on TV, give her a little apology. You know, she ain't mean no harm, and let her come back and put her on the same season as Rogan because I want to see the dynamics. Because we got robbed. We got robbed. Oh, we got robbed so bad. Because we know that house was on fire. They said she just slept with that man in the shower. And then he turned around and Banana said, "Can I vote your girl in?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then she won that elimination. We were robbed of the fire that I know went down in that house. That's why that season sucked. D, because of D. She's the same girl who made them send her in against her own best friend, Anissa. Did she want to go in against Anissa? Tori always thinks she could beat Anissa, though. Tori doesn't look at Anissa as a threat. When Anissa is a huge elimination threat because Anissa is double your size. But if it's like a daily and it ain't no puzzle, Anissa ain't no threat. Yeah, please sit Tori down. I'm so happy. They said Tori and Jordan were taking a break for 39. They said I think everybody on the vacation crew is taking a break except for Fessy. I would love to see it. Oh, I would love to see it. They use all that political scrambling to stay out of elimination, so Tori was on some real BS. I know that's right, Dr. Ivy. I was rolling my eyes at the TV so hard. It was so much. Y'all see, I went on that little 10-15 minute rant. I couldn't have tweeted all of that. I could not have tweeted all that. I hope my tracks ain't showing. Y'all know how bad I talked about old girl on Love Island because every episode her tracks were showing. I feel like I'm going to have some kind of karma and I'm going to be walking around and my tracks going to be all out. That's like, I'm always feeling my sew in. Like, please don't let my tracks be showing as bad as I was talking about old girl. I'm a mess, y'all. See, here I am rambling and I have to go cook. I only have an hour to cook. I dislike the most. I don't know. They both equal. I dislike them both equal. I want them both equally off of my TV screen. Tori, they did win the easiest. I could have won that final, Dan. Do you not like? I know I'm a thicker girl, a heavyset girl, but my ass knows how to swim. My ass knows how to do math equations. I could jog a little bit. They were not doing 100 hours straight. I could have jogged for about 30 minutes and took a break. I could do that kind of final. All I got to do a couple hours a day, and then I get to go lay down in a comfortable ass tent. I ain't even got to stand on one foot. I ain't got to shovel a wheelbarrow full of dirt. All I got to do is solve a little Tetris puzzle and go to bed. I could have won that final. I mean, they probably would have ran faster than me, but I would have had them checkpoints. I ain't gonna say nothing else about that final. Please give her all the seats. Please give her all the seats at the house, not on my TV screen. She needs to be on an individual season with strong girls because they stay casting girls, her with girls she could be, except in this case, the girls left that can be her. Look, I ain't gonna make it seem like Tori is some kind of layup. Like, Tori is good at challenges, and she has, like, Jordan is good at it, but I feel like she just hasn't proven herself. Like you said, she a champion, but on the third grade level where everybody else is in like high school or college. Like, she won the elementary championship. So it's like, girl, calm down. And like, you ain't did too much. Like, you could still compete at the high school level, but it's like her mama did some on her birth certificate so she could play down and win, because when she play in high school she lose all the time, so she kind of manipulated her birthday so she could play down and get a win. It's kind of like that. I'm a mess. I remember Fessy. Why exactly would D take out Tori and Jordan? She doesn't have. I agree. Like, I don't remember D being the one that could take some. You need Cam, because see, people respect Cam and they don't talk to Cam any kind of way. Like, even like a Ashley Mitchell or that Marie girl. Is her name Maria? Is it Gina Marie? I can't remember her name, but outspoken, strong females that can lead, like Akara Maria. You're not just gonna talk to them any kind of way because they're gonna check you. And I'm gonna say Cam is the key example, because I feel like people will still try Ashley, they may still try Amanda, but people don't even try Cam. You just not gonna try Cam. They need more women like that. And it ain't even women like that. Women, you all need to have that same stance as Cam. You need to walk into this challenge with your head up, knowing who you are, and dare these men to try you. But y'all so quick to want to lay up in the bed and showmance with somebody. Y'all ain't got no good vibrator and you can't get away from the penis, because what y'all only wait for a couple of months, 2-3 months. Y'all so quick need a little showmance or something. Like, y'all be showmancing the whole first day. Y'all don't even get a chance to get to know these people's name. But Angie, I ain't supposed to be slut shaming nobody. Do whatever y'all want to do. I'm just saying, y'all so quick to need a man to hold you up instead of coming in a challenge saying, I'm this kind of competitor. Don't try me. Oh, Bananas, how you want to vote? Oh, Jordan, how shall we vote? Like, y'all so quick. Like, y'all ain't have no brain. And I don't understand why people so mad at Sarah. I mean, say what you want to say about Sarah outside of the show, but at least Sarah has a brain and she comes on these shows and doesn't want no man telling her what to do. She see the money. Sarah is here for the money. And she like, okay, this how I want to play. Screw you. Screw your alliance. Only one of us could win at the end of the day. And I want it to be me. It ain't nothing wrong with riding with your alliance to the end, but it's something wrong when you are hurting your game just so other people can get down there and win. I don't understand why people be so mad at Sarah and Emily. They playing the game. They not laying up under these vets saying do what they want to do. Oh, thank you, Davion. Please like the video. I'm this close to the 1,000. It ain't the $1,000 mark. What is it? The 1,000 subscriber mark. I gotta get better at practicing my YouTube etiquette. So yes, please like the video, share the content, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Thank you. I need to get me some moderators too. Exactly, Jordan True Color. They came out. You can only be fake so long. If Jordan was really sorry and really changed, he would have never talked to Cass like that. Never. That's why Bananas, you ain't see Bananas. He do the same thing every season. He link up to a rookie. He might sleep with him. He might not, but he manipulates somebody. And unfortunately, it was our girl Justine, but he manipulates somebody to play his game. He was very condescending. I ain't losing elimination on purpose, not for $1 million. Now, if I ain't losing, you know what? I need all my coins. Even if it was a good $1,000, I'm not losing nothing on purpose with the money on the line. But I would have cussed his ass out. He wouldn't have talked to me like that. And that's these men's problem. You ladies let them talk to you like that. Now I understand the stigma. Women are emotional and I don't want to be out here cussing nobody out. But sometimes it ain't nothing wrong with checking somebody when they need to be checked. And we have to quit worrying about how other people gonna look at us and demanding the respect that we deserve. Forget all that angry black woman or I'm a woman and he's gonna say I'm on my period. I don't give a fuck what you're gonna say, but you're gonna respect me. Period. Yeah, we knew his ass ain't changed. Right. This is the world championship, but production kept bringing to right. I would have went off on his ass. Knowing Jordan, if she cussed him out, he would have doubled down and really did it. And he can't vote you into elimination. He can vote himself in, But I have a voice, and I'm like, that's some bullshit. I ain't. We got to agree on the vote. What's the stalemate when the partners can't agree? And that's why I feel like it should have been in the rules that if the partners can't agree, the MVPs make the choice. He can't just stand up and say we going in, and I'll be like, no, we ain't. TJ, you got to agree. And that's when I would have been like, well, TJ, you know what? I would have pulled me a Amber. Since Tori and Jordan want to volunteer to go in so bad, why don't we let them go ahead and go in and see what happens? And see if they can swing across that rope and do math in the sand. Let's go ahead and see what happens. Because I don't volunteer to do shit. And I don't think Danny volunteers either. See, I would have pulled one of those. But see, they ain't got the right females on this show. I guarantee you Jordan wouldn't have voted for him and Cam to go in. And y'all already know he wouldn't have voted for him. Well, I don't know, Nia. I ain't seen the old Nia yet. Nia probably would have took her ass down there. But he wouldn't have did that to Cam. He wouldn't have did that to Cara Maria. He wouldn't have did that to a Laurel. I'm just saying. Certain women that move wouldn't have slid with. He wouldn't have did that to Ashley Mitchell. Jordan didn't need Nia to come back. They casted him after Real World, just like Ashley did. They needed Nia to accept his apology. They needed it to be publicly known that Nia accepted his apology, because people went back in the history books to when he was monkey calling Nia and was like, oh, it's some racist people on MTV, then what Jordan doing up here? And they started flipping all them things back up on the screen. And that's when he was on the television apologizing, and he loved black people, and he done learned and he ain't mean it. But race aside, Jordan doesn't respect women. He's never been respectful of women on this show. That would have been good. It should have been the losing team gets to choose. That's right. And we know who. Ain't no telling who Darrell and Kiki would have picked, because they damn near would have lost against anybody. It's not the same Darrell. Like, pretty much, I've said it before, and it's no disrespect to Darrell because I really like him, but I think he just show up for the check. He's not the same Darrell that was winning season after season after season after season. I think we'll be seeing Emily and Yes versus this win. Yeah, it has to be. The final getting ready to start. It has to be. Unless the super trailer is lying. Hey, Andrew. I think Tori and Danny win the next one. Oh, okay. And it's going to be Emily versus Casey. Jordan gets no blood on his hands and throws it. Oh, you think he really going to throw it? The only reason he going to throw it is after Tori and Danny win. I guarantee you, if Tori and Danny wasn't winning, he wasn't throwing it. Because he know Tori and Danny would never vote him in. I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I want to know what happens when the teams don't agree. But that's probably when TJ will be like, well, y'all bring y'all ass down here. This is why I hate teams. Oh, I hate it so much. I'm sorry if I skip over y'all comments, because I'm supposed to be downstairs cooking. Emily too damn salty about Troy and Kiki winning Australia. I agree. Like, I really wish Australia could have said, okay, that was that season. This one. Because Australia could have won this. Especially with Troy getting KC. I mean, Janae was a good partner, but KC is a huge step up, if you ask me. But I would have tried to work it out with Australia. And Emily, you the one on the outs. I would have definitely been, especially once Grant went home, you the one on the outs. Kiki and Troy got each other back. You should have been like, okay, let's Australia down. I don't know. And then I feel like you have a better chance of winning against Australia. Once you put Jordan and them in there, Torian in there, the win is hard. The win is going to be harder. Okay, Troy did an interview. Troy did an interview with Drew. and said that Kiki's number one was actually Tristan. He also said there was more steps for their elimination. That's all I needed to see. Look, I don't care if y'all did 20 math problems in the sand. I don't want to see math. I done been to high school. I know how to work out 121 times 35 or whatever the number was. I know how to draw the line, multiply, put a zero, multiply, then add it all up. It's not that hard. I don't understand why Kiki and Darrell got it wrong. It is not that hard. And y'all had sand. Y'all didn't even have to figure out the addition in your head. You had the sand to write the numbers in. I don't care. That elimination was boring. It is not fun watching people do math. It is not fun watching people do Tetris. I'm sorry, Dan. I'm rewatching all the season of All Stars. I want to go back and watch all the seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars. Drag Race starts this Friday too, and you know I'm reviewing. I'm so far behind on reviews. I'm happy I'm done now, but I'm so far behind. Like I haven't even done my preseason video. It's probably gonna come up before Friday. I don't know what day, but it'll be up. It's hard. It's so hard. Okay, let's get to the spoiler. Spoiler. I ain't even read this, but spoiler. Click off before I read the comment. In the super trailer, we see Theo and Sarah at the top of the podium when Casey and Emily have the hall brawl. They're going to win the next daily. Not Danny and Tori. Interesting. It's about time Theo and Sarah got me some points, though. I ain't mad about it. Got you all up on my fantasy team, and y'all just been sitting in the back crying about bananas and the USA team. Okay. I can't wait to see it. Lord, NGL. Y'all know I'll be knowing these acronyms. Let me try to figure it out real quick. Not gonna lie. Your son is probably missing a home cooked meal because I'm in college and I do. Oh, he gonna be missing it because I don't cook every day. But he knows that. I don't cook every day, but I've already seasoned my food. I just have to go cook it, and I only have 45 minutes. So I apologize. Let me see how many more comments. I do have a lot more comments. I apologize. What I'm going to do is maybe one day this week put up a challenge chat video where we just come on here for 30 minutes, go through the rest of the comments, have a quick little chat, talk about maybe the GOAT, some other stuff. But I do have to go because I have to be back with Kamisha in 45 minutes, and I need to cook up this food real quick and come back. Please, if you like the Housewives, I don't know if my challenge people like the Bravo shows. I don't know if they cross over, but if you like the Bravo shows, over on Kamisha Reviews at 8:00 p.m. I believe she starts at 8:05. I don't know why Kamisha starts on the 05, but you know, it ain't my channel, y'all. But 8:05, so that give me an extra 5 minutes to cook. I'll be on Kamisha Reviews going over the Housewives of Atlanta, and I really miss those ladies, and I can't wait to hang out with them. And Kamisha also made me this little outro. I'm going to play it, and I'm going to try to remember to play it every week. But again, like, comment, share, all of that good stuff. I missed y'all. Oh, Stella will be back Thursdays. We will have a good time. It might be later in the evening, maybe not at 6, maybe at like 7 or 8, to give people time to get home from work and get settled. Plus, I'm going back to the gym. Like, now that my schedule is clear, I'm going back to the gym. I'm doing everything that I was doing. But anyway, Angie, stop talking. Get to cooking. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for sticking with me, y'all. Bye.